Welcome back to FM Storey. We're halfway through season 9 of the Save with Sporting. We're currently top of the table, 5 points clear with a game in hand. We've made it through to the round of 16 in the Champions League. We've made it to the Allianz Cup final, and we've got the Taça de Portugal semi-final coming up against Porto over 2 legs. As far as the league's concerned, we've got big games coming up early in February against Porto and Benfica. If we can win those, we should be almost guaranteed the title. If we lose those, then the title race is back on. Without further ado, let's get straight into the action. So we're going to the home league game against Porto. We did beat them in the away game. We're going in top of the table, 5 points clear with a game in hand. We have played a game since the end of the last episode against Gil Vicente that we won 3-0. We do have a change in the back four because Anthony Ruwalt picked up his 5th yellow card in that game against Gil Vicente, so he's suspended. So Tanguy Nyanza's moved to the right of the back of the centre halves, and Vasquez has come in. And we're playing Kisidou from the left because David Rivera is still injured. But we are starting to get some of the players who were injured back to fitness. We're forcing them backwards, but they've still got it. They've gone all the way back to the halfway line. Kwame's nicked it off them, but then Arda's given it away. They're into the box now. Oof. We've not really started this game yet. We've got a corner now. Kisidou to take it from the right-hand side. Swings it into the back post, and Vasquez heads over the bar. We basically haven't turned up in that first half. Hopefully we can't be that bad again in the second half, but let's find out. Right, we made one change at half time. We brought Kane on for Kisidou, and we've moved Pedri to the play wide left. Estevez down the right hand side into Kwame in the box. What a start to the second half! 19 seconds on the clock, and we've immediately done more than we did in the whole of the first half. Estevez down the right hand side, just whips the ball in. Takes 3 defenders out. Kwame just runs onto it and just pokes it past the keeper. And what a great start to the second half. Right, Estevez with the throw. Arda. Estevez goes back to Nyanzu. Guillaume Santos goes wide to Asimovic. Into Kwame. Oh, and the keeper saves off the volley. Right, Guillaume Santos. It's a bit of a wasteful ball. He was looking for the run of Kwame, but it was nowhere near him. Now they're attacking down their right hand side. They're into the box and they've equalised. That was just right. Free kick to be taken by Nunes. It's aimed for the far post. It's headed clear as far as Kane on the edge of the box. And in the end, not a disastrous result. A 1-1 draw. Maintains our gap with Porto at the top of the table. We've still got the game in hand, and at least we didn't lose. So going into the game away at Benfica, we made 2 changes to the starting lineup. Anthony Ruwalt's come back into the team, so Vasquez drops to the bench. And Kisidou didn't perform in the last game. So we've moved Pedri wide left like he played in the second half. And we've brought Emre Delibas in to play behind the front man, just to give him a chance there to see what happens. Right. Hopefully we can put in a better performance than we did against Porto. Corner early on, Santos with it. Aims for Nyanzu at the back post. And that's a much better start than we put in the game against Porto. 90 seconds on the clock, and we're 1-0 up. Right, Arda with a free kick. Delibas picks it up. What a ball to Arda. Is he onside? It kind of crept through the goalkeeper's arms. It's a nice ball by Dowse. He's going away from goal. And he just flicks it. And it's... Considering how dominant we've been in terms of chances, I think you've got to say we're disappointed wanting to be 1-0 up, but happy we are in front. We just need to make sure we don't do anything stupid in the second half. In the end, I mean, they had 1 or 2 chances that made us nervous, but we were by far the better team. We need to start taking more chances again. I mean, we could have easily been 3 or 4-0 up after half an hour in this game and put it to bed, but we didn't take those chances. We were pretty strong on the whole defensively, but going forward, we weren't particularly clinical or brilliant. What it does mean is that we've now played Porto and Benfica twice each in the league this season, so we are now 8. We've played the same number of games as them as well, so we're 8 points clear of Porto. We're 12 points clear of Benfica. So hopefully that means it's only a matter of time before we win the title. If we don't win the title, then we're going to have an almighty collapse from here on in, bearing in mind we don't play either of Porto or Benfica. We've made it to the international break at the end of March, and things have been eventful. By and large on the pitch, things have gone pretty well. We have had a couple of big injuries at bad times. Arda got injured just before the round of 16 game of the first leg in the Champions League. David Rivera got injured just before the second leg. But generally things have gone pretty well. The first game after the Benfica game in the league, we picked a rotated team against a team that were bottom of the table and were absolutely atrocious and came away with a 0-0 draw. We bounced back with a 4-0 win away at Pacos de Ferreira with a Siaka Kouame hat-trick, one of many that he scored since that point onwards. He seems to have got over his hissy fit at not being allowed to join Man United on deadline day. We then went to the home game against Aruca, where we won 5-0, and Kouame picked up another 2 goals. And then we went away to Vitória Guimarães in the league, and Tanguy Anzu scored a header. Other than that, it was a pretty dull game. Neither side really created an awful lot. The first leg of the Portugal semi-final against Porto, we were really poor. Arda picked up an injury after 2 minutes, and then they scored in the first half, and we just could not get back into that game. So we're going into the second leg with a deficit to overturn. We then went to the game against Casapia, where we won 4-0. Ruben Alonso, that was a relatively rotated team. Ruben Alonso picking up with 2 goals there. And then we went away to Barcelona in the first leg of the round of 16 game in the Champions League. And we got off to a decent start. But once it was 1-1, neither team really created an awful lot in the second half. We then went to Portimonense and picked up a couple of injuries there, especially the David Rivera one, because he's been outstanding on that left side of midfield for us when he's been fit. We did come away with a 1-0 victory with another goal from Kouame. And then we went to the home leg against Barcelona. Kouame picked up a hat-trick. Tanguy Anzu scored a comfortable 4-0 victory to give us a 5-1 victory on aggregate to get us into the quarter-final, where we've been drawn against Inter. And then in the most recent league game, we were away at Tondela. Kouame with another hat-trick. And we're in a pretty strong position. Just looking at the Champions League, Kouame has scored 19 goals in the Champions League this season. The record is 20 scored by Erling Haaland in one of the last couple of seasons. So hopefully he can pick up at least 2 goals in the quarter-final. Even if we don't go through, he should be able to break that record. As far as the league's concerned, we are still top of the table. We've got a game in hand on Porto still, and we're 7 points clear of them at the top. Benfica have got a game in hand on us, but we're 20 points clear of them in third. So really the only one with a real chance of overhauling us if we do something stupid is Porto. But hopefully, given that we've played Porto and Benfica twice this season, that should be it as far as the title's concerned. We still haven't lost a game yet this season, touch wood. We can continue that on for the rest of the season. I mean, Kouame's got 22 goals in the league. I think he scored 44 goals. He's got 44 goals in 41 games in all competition. And we've got a goal difference of plus 61. So things are looking positive. Obviously, the next episode we're gonna see the end of the season and see how many trophies we can actually pick up. And that's the end of another episode. Things are well poised going into the end of the season. Obviously, it just looks like it's going to be a matter of time before we secure the title. We've got the Allianz Cup final coming up. We've got the semi-final, the Tactical Portugal, where we need to overcome a deficit. And we've got the Champions League still going on, where we've made the quarterfinals. Hopefully, we can pick up at least a couple of trophies in this next episode. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.